Tim Stromstad here, founder of Hogar De Vida, Homes of Life, Guatemala, Homes of Life, Costa Rica. We like to say we're one mission in two locations. And what do we do? What are we doing? Back in 1992, a couple came up to us with a very hungry child, starving child, a malnourished child. Come to find out, this mother was breastfeeding this child until she was two and a half. When she had another baby, the baby got the milk. This child all of a sudden got moved from having a pretty good nutrition of milk to tortillas with a little bit of crushed tomato on it, and was slowly, they just were super poor. They would even take their eggs, their proteins, and they would take, if they had that, they would take them in, they would sell those to buy rice, to buy other bulkier food that would go farther. So she was not getting nutrition. So Dean and I, with our bad language at the time, we said, let's buy $10 worth of food and hand it to them. And in not even 3 months, they would come as a family. There was 2 other children, the baby and an older sibling, and then this child that was very malnourished. And we encouraged them, try to get her to eat a lot of the food, and we'll come back every month. And we helped that family for probably 6 months like that. And the child was saved, and it was like, and I remember thinking, man, anybody would give $10 to save a life in any part of the world. That's how the vision started in 1992 at Hogar De Vida y Nutrición, Hogar De Vida and Nutrition. So we started bringing in children that were just malnourished and seeing them being restored, seeing life coming back to them. The poverty is we don't know poverty. Anybody that's watching this, you don't really know poverty. These folks we're in the mountains of northern Guatemala, and it is super poor. They're super poor. It's real poverty. So that's what God put on our heart. We started helping, and then people started helping us. Today the ministry is growing. We have, Dina will have the exact number, but we're over 22 children, I believe, in Guatemala right now. The government's getting more involved. They're requiring us to hire professionals. Costs have gone up everywhere. Everybody knows this. We now have we're short on our monthly budget. We're asking, the Lord just put on my heart, 100 people giving $100. I'm not asking for all you that are faithful, that have been supporting us, but I would ask all that are helping us, would you pray? Is there somebody you know? Is there a neighbor that you could show this video to? We've been doing this since 1992. It's still operational. We don't see you as our supporters, we see God. And so listen to the Lord. Listen to God. Get the word out there. We have a website. There's ways to set up and help with PayPal. We have needs in Guatemala and in Costa Rica. And what we do is we help children. It's where God sent us. In 1994, I was bathing, and I heard very clearly here the Lord spoke in my heart. It's like a thought, but when it's God, it has some real reality to it. And I remember this thought goes through my head as I was bathing. He goes, I've heard the Lord say, you're not going to be bathing here much longer. Prepare to leave. Well, the Lord opened the doors for us to come here to Costa Rica in 1995. What we have here in Costa Rica is a big foster care system, in a sense. They're trying to get it foster care home working in this country, but the middle class is not strong enough. So we get government support, and we have 3 children's homes operating here where we receive children that are in bad places. They're with negligent families or abusive situations, or they're being abandoned, and they're in danger. And so the government brings them to us until that gets rectified. And we've seen children get declared in abandonment where it's true the parents aren't capable, and they get declared abandoned, and then the children get placed in adoption. And most of the adoptions get placed here in Costa Rica, which is pretty cool. There's a lot of families that have not been able to have children, and we have seen families birthed here many times. It's amazing. And it's amazing. I mean, it's a miracle. We see families happening. It's awesome to see how God has used us. Just a little old farm boy from northern Minnesota that just said, okay, I'll follow you. So I just want to invite all of you, join us, help us. We have great need just in meeting our monthly budget. God put on my heart this 100 times 100. I saw it 100 times 100. 100 people giving $100. That's not going to knock anybody else, or you could say 200 people giving $50. Join us.